Many diners in Japan count eel among their favorite food, but they're being warned by experts to conserve the fish. The popular dinner choice is now on the list of endangered species. NHK World's Takafumi Terui reports.
It's been a long Japanese tradition to eat unagi, or eels. Poems written in the 8th century state that eels were good for stamina. Many people consider eel cuisine as one of the premium dishes for the summer. So the news that Japanese eels are on the red list is causing concern with diners across Japan.
It's so delicious. I would be shocked if eels are banned.
For us Japanese, eels are a familiar food on our tables. I am very surprised to hear the species is in such danger.
Biologist Kenzo Kaifu is a member of the expert group that contributed to the International Union for Conservation of Nature's decision to add Japanese eel to the list.
The decision to enlisting Japanese eels as endangered species seems reasonable to me. In my opinion, they should have been on the red list perhaps 10 years ago or even before.
Fishermen are catching fewer eels every year. 4 decades ago, they hauled in over 3,000 tons annually. Now the number has gone down to less than 1/10 of that amount. Kaifu has been chasing the migrant fish for years. Adult eels are caught in rivers and lakes, but nobody ever really knew where they were born until recently. In 2009, researchers discovered spawns of Japanese eels here in an area around the West Mariana Ridge in the Pacific Ocean. Baby eels are carried westwards by ocean currents to waters around Taiwan, China, the Korean Peninsula, and Japan. Kaifu says one main reason for the rapid eel population decline could be global warming. He points out riverbanks covered in concrete may be another factor. And he suspects overfishing is also to blame. Eels are a highly profitable fish. They are caught young and sold to farms in East Asian countries.
Japanese eels are caught not just in Japan, but China, South Korea, and Taiwan. In these countries, eel farming and fishing started growing dramatically since 1970s.
The red list does not automatically regulate or ban fishing. But Kaifu believes that now is the time for nations in the region to cooperate on conservation and sustainable use of the endangered fish.
The serious decline of such a commercially important fish species may cause conflict among stakeholders such as fishermen, fish farmers, dealers, restaurant owners, consumers, conservationists, and scientists. Conflicts may occur not only within one country, but also among the countries of East Asia. In order to solve conflicts among stakeholders, adequate and efficient information sharing is needed. The international mechanism is there, but not enough.
Next month, an information sharing workshop will be held for the stakeholders in Japan. Kaifu hopes that it'll be the first step towards conserving a fish that's been on Japanese tables for centuries. Takafumi Terui, NHK World, Tokyo.
Very good.